Hello students, today in this video we are going to discuss basic geometrical ideas chapter 4 exercise 4.6 the introduction part as well as the exercise questions. So let's start a video. So what is a circle? You all are familiar with circle. A circle is a simple closed curve which is not a polygon. Okay, a circle is not a polygon since no line segment are there. Then I have drawn a circle here and some more things are there which one by one we are going to discuss. Number 2, center. So center of a circle, what is the center of a circle? Center of a circle is the point equidistant from the point on the edge. That means what happened? This is the edge of the circle, yes, the boundary. And this is the center. From this center, whatever is the distance here, the distance from this center to here is also same. From here to here is also same. That means the center of a circle is a point. This is a point which is equidistant from any point on the edge, any point on the side of the circle. If we are drawing this line, if it is 3 centimeter, then obviously this is also 3 centimeter. This is also 3. This is also 3. Good. Here A, P, B, M are the points on the circle and C is the center of the circle. Now come to radius. Number 3 point, radius. A line segment joining the center of a circle to a point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. So just we have discussed about the center. From the center we are drawing a line which is equidistant. So that line, that means this is the center. From the center, if we are drawing a line, suppose this from C to B we are drawing a line. This is the radius. From the center to any point on the circle, any point on the edge of the circle. So this is CM is also a radius, CP is also a radius, CA is also a radius. Okay, now let's move to question number 4. Point number 4, that is circumference. So circumference, the perimeter or the length of the boundary of the circle is called its circumference. So you all know perimeter means the length. Yes, we generally use this the word perimeter in case of square, rectangle and all. So the perimeter or the length of the boundary of the circle. So this is the boundary of the circle, isn't it? So what is the length of this boundary of the circle? The total length is called the circumference. Then chord. Number 5 point, a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle is called a chord of the circle. So you came to know what is the radius first of all. From the center of the circle, to any point on the circle is a radius. But what is a chord? You can see this P and B. Yes, B is a point on the circle and P is also a point on the circle. These two are joined. Then it forms a chord. And yes, this AP from A to P, when we are drawing a line, it also form a chord. Okay. Now let's move to diameter. Point number 6. So what is the diameter? A chord passing through the center of the circle is called the diameter of the circle. Okay. Here PCM is the diameter of the circle. That means this from point P, when the point P is passing through the center and then again meet M, this is called a diameter. Okay, a chord passing through the center of the circle. So C is the center. Chord means they are meeting 2 points on the circle. They are crossing through the center or simply they are meeting, it doesn't matter. But if that cross through the center and meet, then that forms a diameter. Okay, here PCM is a diameter. Then semicircle. The diameter of a circle divided into 2 equal parts. Each part is called a semicircle. Here PAM and PBM are semicircles. Semicircle means half of the circle. So this is a full circle. Yes, you came to know this is a full circle. If you are dividing it, we can either divide it like, since the diameter is already there, we are dividing it this way. So half, this part is half or not. So this PAM forms one part and this PBM forms one part. So there are two parts, this PAM half part and then PBM half part. These two half part combine together to form a circle, full circle. Okay. So semicircle means the half of the circle. Just keep it in mind. Then arc of a circle. The part of a circle included between 2 points on it is called the arc of the circle. BM is the arc of the circle. So this portion B and M, this form the arc of a circle. The part of the circle included between 2 points. So this is a bit dark. I have not drawn it properly. You might have understood or not, I don't know. See, this AC line is a bit light, PC line is a bit light, PB line is a bit light, but this BCM line I have drawn a bit dark. That means this BM is a bit dark. This is called an arc. Okay. Then let's move to point number 9. So sector of a circle, the area enclosed by an arc and the radii to the endpoints of the arc is called the sector of the circle. Here CBM is the sector of the circle. The area enclosed by an arc, we already came to know what is an arc of a circle, and the radii to the endpoints of an arc is called a sector. So let's move to the figure. So you can see B and M is an arc and they are meeting the endpoints when we are meeting to the center. This portion, this form the sector. Okay, so this CBM, this sector. Let's move to point number 10 now. So segment of a circle, the part of the circle enclosed by an arc and chord joining the end points of the arc is called a segment. Here AP is a segment of the circle. Let's move to the figure, you will understand better. So you can see AP is a chord, AP is a chord, and when this AP chord and AP arc and AP chord we are joining, here also this part is forming. This is called the segment. Okay, this is called a segment of the circle. Now the end point, that is relationship between a radius and a diameter. So we all came to know what is a diameter and what is a radius. So here a formula is there, diameter is equal to 2 times of radius. Yes, and we can say that radius is the half of the diameter. So from the figure we will know it better, you see. So you can see that BC is a radius, or else we can say PC is a radius. Okay, PC is a radius first of all, and this PCM is a diameter. So from here only we came to know or not, this PC and is the half of this PCM. That means diameter is the 2 times of PC when joined together it forms the diameter. So diameter is the 2 times of radius. And this radius is what? This radius is the half of the diameter. Yes? Hope so you have understood the introduction part. Let's move to the exercise questions now. Exercise 4.6. From the figure identify. Here already one figure is drawn. We have to identify. Some names are given. We have to identify that. The center of the circle. So all came to know which is the center. This O. O is the center of the circle. Then Then 3 radii. So what are the 3 radii? This OA is a radii, OB is a radii, and OC is a radii. Then third one, a diameter. Which is a diameter here? The diameter is AOC. We can say it AOC also or AC directly. Then a chord. So AC is also a chord. Okay. And this ED is also a chord. AC we can say, but only a chord is asked. That is directly ED is a chord now. Then 2 points in the interior. In the inside part, what are the 2 points given? This O and P. O and P are the 2 points in the interior. Then a point in the exterior means outside. What is the point in the outside? This Q point is in the outside. Then a sector. So which is the sector here? This OAB. This part. This is the sector. And a segment. Which is the segment here? This ED. This ED is a segment. Together with the arc. Okay. So now let's move to question number 2. Is every diameter of the circle also a chord? Is every chord of a circle also a diameter? So the first question given, every diameter of a circle also a chord or not? Yes, every diameter of the circle is also a chord. See, this is a diameter, AOC, or we can directly say AC. So since A is a point, C is a point, they are meeting together. Even though they are crossing through the center or not, it doesn't matter. But it is a chord and it is also a diameter. But you see this ED, it is a chord, you know. But is it a diameter? No, it is not a diameter. Why? Because it doesn't cross to the center. To form a diameter, it needs to cross to the center. But to form a chord, there is no rule that it will cross to the center. If it is crossing also, it is a chord and diameter both. But if it is not crossing, then it is only a chord, not a diameter. Okay. Now let's move to question number 3. Draw any circle and mark its center, a radius, a diameter, a sector. So I have drawn a figure here and marked the center. You can see this O is the center. Its center is O. A radius, which is a radius here? Many are there. Yes. OA is a radius. OB is a radius. OC is a radius. Then third question, a diameter. Obviously this AC is a diameter. And then sector. Yes, this is the sector. This AOB. This part is the sector. Now let's move to question number 4. Say true or false. 2 diameters of a circle will necessarily intersect. Suppose, so I have drawn a small figure here. Can you see? This is a circle. This is 1 diameter and this is 1 diameter. Obviously they are meeting or not. They will intersect. So the first is true. And second, given the center of a circle is always in its interior. Center of the circle, that means what? It is a distance which is equidistant from the point, every point. Obviously it will be in the center. So that is also true. So this is the end of exercise 4.6 also and chapter 4 also. Hope so you have understood it well. Thank you and have a nice day.